Hi guys. The video you're about to see, I wanted to give you a disclaimer, is my EMDR session with my therapist. It's really vulnerable. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I would take you along on my journey into a therapy session, but here we are. So, one of the things I wanted to disclaim is that number one, everybody's session with their therapist looks different. Number two, every EMDR therapist is different, every therapist is different. The reason for that is because no two people are the same and no two therapy sessions are the same. You may have had an EMDR session and it looks completely different for the reason being that your therapist may do EMDR differently. I've done quite a bit of EMDR, so when you see me in my session, I quickly jump into EMDR, and what you're not going to see in the session is what she's doing on her end of it, because in this session she chooses to have her back to me. So I'll tell you what you're missing in the session. Basically, sometimes the therapist will hold a pen or a ball or anything. Today she chose to choose her hand, and she's using her hand to do rapid eye movement, which I am following with my fingers, and we go fast or slow, and I follow that with my eyes. So that's what you're missing, and when we do that, it's so that I can go into the EMDR session. You're welcome to Google what the process of that is. One day I will go into that video and we'll talk about that in a little bit deeper of a session, but for now, that's what you're missing. EMDR was done and created for post-traumatic stress. It was originally done for soldiers to come back from war, and it has a really high success rate. Like I said before, I've done it before. It's had a really good success for me. And I just wanted to let you know that not everybody has the same experience with EMDR. It's been a really successful thing for me. And also, if you don't understand how it works, it is difficult to wrap your brain around, but I just wanted to give you a glimpse of how it works and why I use it. After the session was over, it takes a while for the experience to work, but it's almost instant, actually. But then you go home and you process what's been happening. You can kind of hear her as we go through some of the topics that I want to cover. I have to make this one disclaimer. Not everybody goes through EMDR as quickly as I do. I am extremely fast at EMDR. All my therapists have told me, I process very quickly. I process things much, 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 much faster than a majority. I would say 90% of people. Some people have to take months and months to process things, where I can come into a session and talk about something, move through it. But I've had a lot of therapy, and I also do a lot of self-help and healing work. So nothing is going to be the same for you as it is for me, but this is just a glimpse of my experience. So I hope you enjoy this video.
Here we go. Okay, so are we starting with your goal?
Yeah. Today specifically, we're going to focus on the EMDR for my surgery.
Okay.
That's why I'm here today.
Okay, so for the surgery. Okay, so.
My surgery's on Tuesday.
All right, just around the corner.
I know.
Right before Christmas.
I know. So I'd like to give you a quick background. So my cousin, when I was younger, had broke my leg on a trampoline.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And after the leg was broken, it was severed like this. So the leg was snapped sideways and the bone overlaid like this.
Oh my God.
It was a severe break, and I was rushed to a hospital where they told me I had to be in traction for 3 to 6 months in the hospital. So my leg was like this in the hospital, and they had a weight, and it slowly pulled the bone like this. And I was on my back in a hospital.
And how old were you?
3rd grade. So I'm going to say 9. It was really hard. One of the things that that wasn't addressed, that when I did go through the EMDR session previously, was that I did face in my last EMDR session was, why wasn't anyone there? Why didn't anyone address the trauma and how this was broken? And where was the accountability of the person who broke my leg? Because later, this cousin who did it, he was in and out of prison. He was a problem child at the time. After the leg was in traction, and then just recently my doctor told me, they don't do traction anymore. It's like a really barbaric procedure. They do something completely different now. They do screws, and that is just horrible to think of a child being in traction now.
Especially for that length of time.
Yeah. Nothing psychologically was dealt with at all at the time or ever. And then once I was out of traction, I went home for 6 months in a half body cast.
Wow.
And so then basically 1 year of my life was just spent. And then this leg was stunted, the growth. So I have about an inch shorter on one side. And the long-term effects of that are I've got a hip issue where I limp and one of my hips is kind of out of place. So physically, not psychologically, physically what has happened is I've blown both of my knees throughout my whole life since then. Tripping, rolling ankles. I'm really graceful and I've been a dancer and I'm very stable. I'm very grounded, but I always blow my knees. I think what happened is they took off the body cast and the doctor, I remember specifically, he just said, okay, I want you to walk from there to there. And I walked. He's like, okay, thanks. And that was it. We went home.
Oh, wow.
There was no boot. There was nothing that I can recall. And that was the end of it. And I just remember having a little tiny bit of a smaller leg, but that was it. There was no physical therapy or anything. Nowadays, you would think there would be some extensive physical therapy, something.
Well, there would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psychologically, I think there should have been more. I think I
Yeah.
should have had an investigation on how it happened, why it happened, especially now knowing what my cousin, the person that he was, he ended up going into like a church summit type place. He was very abusive, harmful.
How old was he at the time?
A year older than me. He sexually abused me. I'm going to release my personal story that I just filmed yesterday. He abused other family members in our family physically. And so he was sent away. But this is something that even if he wasn't sexually abusive to me, he was physically abusive. Even if that didn't happen, there was no physical treatment. So my brain I'm concerned that there is some blocks there. I'm concerned there's some mental, physical blocks that my body has programmed that you've got a bum leg and you've been babying this bum leg. So I would like to use EMDR today, if possible, to program myself that, hey, you're getting a new body part. This body part's going to work. And because I always baby myself when I walk and I step, but I don't know where those are hardwired. And I don't know, I walk down the stairs gingerly, sideways. Even when I have been in plays and musical, like if I have to do a skip scene, I skip in a different way than everybody else. And it's just everything I do to a different drum. I beat to a different drum to protect these parts of my body. And I know I'm going to be going for physical therapy, but I'm just worried about how my brain's hardwired. And so I would like to kind of get some programming today to tell myself that I can push through that and it's going to be a new process, but I can do it. I'm scared.
Okay.
I don't want to be my own worst enemy.
Okay. All right. So what are obviously being scared is one strong feeling that's coming up. What else is coming up?
That I'm too weak. That I'm damaged.
Okay. I'm too weak and I'm damaged.
I'm afraid that the knee replacement isn't going to take. That it's just not, my body's going to reject it. And something horrendous, like maybe it will get infected and not take.
Okay.
And so I want that to not be something I'm telling myself.
Okay.
I want to breathe in something different.
Okay. Okay. Um, okay. So, of these, I'm hearing scared of being my worst enemy. I'm too weak. I'm damaged. I'm afraid it will be rejected. Of those four, give me the number from 0, it doesn't bother you at all, to 10, it bothers me a lot. Scared of being my own worst enemy. Can you give me a number for that?
I'm at an 8,
Okay.
especially with I'm damaged.
And I'm an 8, and I am damaged, and I am weak. What would you put?
I'm weak as a 5.
And I'm afraid it will be rejected.
I have a hard time giving that one a number.
Oh, interesting.
I do, because I've been an anomaly with some things. Like, I've had really successful surgeries and really failed surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had LASIK eye surgery that went completely wrong and I'm almost blind because of it. But then I've had success surgeries that have gone perfect and have healed me. So I'm on the fence.
Okay. So, is your fear on the fence or your logic is on the fence?
I think that's why I'm on the fence.
Yes. You've got conflicting parts.
Yeah, like I trust my doctor. I trust the current medical community. I feel safe in where I'm to a place now where I'm okay to get, it's taken me years to be able to feel safe enough to get the surgery. That's probably the reason I'm here today, is because I'm not sure how to feel.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like you have one part that says, I trust the doctor, I trust that this is the right time to do this, and I trust the medical community I'm working with, and I'm afraid.
But my logical side says there's always a percentage. There's always a chance I could not wake up. I'm afraid of not waking up after surgery.
I'm afraid something will go wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you have to sign a waiver for a reason. Let's not be stupid. There's a reason you sign a waiver.
Okay.
And I don't want to, like, the logical person in me will never abandon logic, but at the same time, you have to jump off that cliff to go in and do anything.
Right. So it sounds like I'm afraid something will go wrong. It's closer to a 10.
Okay, yep. Yep.
Okay.
That is correct.
Okay. All right. What picture comes to mind when you say that? What memory?
Everybody that's ever died. I think about my kids losing me. I think about my daughter being told in a waiting room that Mom didn't wake up. That my husband has to be told by the doctor, I'm sorry, but your wife, we did everything we could. She just didn't wake up from surgery.
Okay.
And it's Christmas Eve, like I'm going in on the 23rd. I'm like, it's Christmas, and I'm sorry we tried to save your wife, but she's unconscious and we can't get her to resuscitate, and you can go say goodbye.
Okay.
It sounds stupid when I say it, but I think because I do hospice, like, I hear horror stories all the time. And so some of those stories don't sound too far-fetched to me.
No, not considering your work.
Yeah, and I think that's playing a little bit part of my psyche. My doctor told me I should probably get, or the class I just took a couple days ago, I need to get, I can't remember what it's called because I'm a little emotional. The plan where who's going to take care of your stuff when you...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of what it's called.
Yeah. It's the plan in case something goes wrong.
Yes.
How it all going to happen.
I'm sorry that my brain is a little squishy, but
Yeah, it's okay if you can't be squishy here. I don't know where you can be. Okay, so where does that impact your body?
in my heart,
Okay.
in my head too. I feel a lot of pressure in my head.
Okay.
It's almost like an instant migraine for me.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty strong. Is there any concerns or feelings about doing EMDR about this? Is there any hesitations coming up?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm eager to do EMDR because it always puts me at ease and reminds, like, it takes me down a notch.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and start with that then. I'm going to get in front of you. So remember, your head's not going to move. Your eyes are just going to follow my fingers. And I think we will start with 20, and I'll gauge whether I increase that or not. Okay. So the negative belief is I'm afraid that something will go wrong. And the memory is something may happen to me, that I'm not there anymore for my family. And you're feeling this in your heart and your head pressure. What is the positive belief that you'd like to have instead that we work toward?
But everything's going to work out just fine. I'm going to wake up and the knee surgery is going to be just fine as planned.
Okay. So
And 0 complications.
okay. Things will work out. Okay. I'm afraid something will go wrong. Okay, let's go with that. So, I just want to make sure you don't get my fingers in that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hey, take a deep breath. Do you want me to go faster or slower, or just stay? Okay.
Yeah, faster.
Faster.
Yeah.
Okay. So anything come up this time?
I could feel some of the weight, the pressure leaving my head.
Okay.
Yeah. I could feel some of the tension leave. Some of the scenarios that I could start to feel some of the scenarios in my head start to race. That's why I wanted to go faster.
Okay. All right, let's do it again. Take a deep breath. Okay, what came up?
I was able to move through the process a little bit faster this time, and I'm able to see. Okay, so this sounds weird, but so I'm able to actually hear the things the doctor's saying to me. Like, he's giving me a lot of instructions, and instead of being in my head, I get in my head a lot.
Okay.
And when he was giving me instructions in the doctor's office of what to do, I feel like I'm doing this because of fear.
Yeah.
But I could hear, now I'm listening to him and I'm hearing him tell me the instructions of what he wants me to do. He wants me to listen to this nightly affirmation.
Okay.
He wants me to, I actually heard something he said to me. He's like, don't worry about that. We've got this. We've got you.
Okay.
And the surgery is only going to be an hour long.
Okay.
And in my mind, I'm there for 8 hours under the knife. And I'm actually hearing now, the reality of what's going on. And I'm not under the knife for 8 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of decompressing a little bit. So what's coming up for me is the reality of what's really happening.
Okay.
And I'm not
Disconnect.
I'm not traumatized. I'm in my mind, this is like a trauma.
Yeah.
And I'm going under I think what's happening is the trauma of what happened with my leg. I was awake when they were drilling on my leg,
Oh.
when they were drilling the bar
Oh.
through my leg,
Yeah.
like the rod.
Right.
And I'm thinking some of that is connecting to the surgery, oddly enough.
Not odd at all.
So,
Your body is
yeah.
remembering.
Yeah.
So it's not all odd that it would make that connection.
So maybe a part of that, like when they're removing my leg, like taking this out of me, I think is taking some of that. And so I'm trying to decide, like them coming in and actually physically touching my leg, I think is just culminating all of that together.
Okay.
And so as we were going through that, like I'm hearing like what the doctors are actually telling me in the office now, like, no, this is going to be this and not this. Because what I'm hearing is like my inner child is like on the table and I'm getting a drill in my leg, and that's not what they're doing.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm feeling myself like hear the reality of what the surgery is really going to be.
Okay.
Because I'm asking for that. I'm asking like for the reality to come into my mind.
Okay. Good. Well, okay. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Good job. Take a deep breath. Yeah. What came up?
Just how like before I go in for a dental surgery, I'm at like a 10 and then they do it and it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm doing that right now.
Okay. All right.
I think I'm taking things to like a higher level than it needs to be with the surgery, and my body needs to stop doing that before the surgery or I won't recover as well.
Okay.
And my body's telling me that I need to like calm down
Okay.
and I need to rest before the surgery, and I'm like at a 10. Like everything else, like my body will know how to heal.
Okay.
It knows how to heal, but like all of the anxiety I'm dealing with is something not related to the like my knee recovery. So I need to like cleanse this out. Like,
Okay. So when you think of, I'm afraid something will go wrong, and we think about your childhood memory,
yeah.
let's bring that in to
Okay.
part of that. Okay. So we'll have your childhood memory in, and I think something will go wrong. Okay. Okay. Breathe.
That was really clear for me.
Okay.
I think the lack of control as a child that I didn't have, and not having all of the treatment that I should have had. And I can see myself completely like nesting for that now. I mean, I ordered myself like an ice pack machine. My husband and I have been clearing, like getting ready for my walker. All of the things that I've put in place, the time off I've taken from work, I can see myself preparing physical therapy. I mean, I have a major fire inside of me to take control of the little girl that didn't have that recovery.
Yeah.
I have that fire now to recover in a way that I've never recovered before.
Yeah.
Like I do. I feel it. I mean, I'm running in my dreams, and I feel that fire right now.
Yeah. Okay, go with that.
Okay.
Okay, breathe.
It's amazing how I forget to breathe.
Take another breath.
Okay. I do fear that I will like regress and get lazy and not do what I'm supposed to do. But I won't let that happen.
Oh, that's interesting. You're fearful that laziness will come up.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It hurts.
Okay.
I know the amount of pain that I'm going to be in. I'm in so much pain now,
Okay.
like excruciating pain, and
Okay.
yeah, I just know the amount of pain I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
Okay, breathe. So take another breath and hold it for a few minutes.
Okay.
Well, a few seconds. And let it out super slow. Okay. Now what came up?
Just I feel relaxed.
Okay.
My head is like way less pressure.
Okay.
I feel a lot less pressure. I was pretty tense when I came in.
Understandably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you think about that child and feeling like something will go wrong, what number are you at?
I'm probably at a 4 or a 5.
Okay.
I'm definitely not at a 10 anymore. I can see a separation now, or is it before I was feeling like they were one and the same?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in the same space where I was feeling like they were connected as one.
Mm-hmm.
I want to separate them, but I don't know that I don't think I'll ever be able to separate them completely mentally and emotionally until I grow through that experience fully. I can see myself. I know that I'm trying to be strong for my family too, and I kind of want to disengage from that a little bit and go on this journey for me now.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel a lot of pressure to perform for my family. Like I need to do this for my family. I have to be strong for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have to be a mom still, but at the same time, this is me time now. This has been a long time coming for me. Like I'm worried about showing signs of weakness. Like, am I going to push myself too hard when I'm not supposed to? Am I okay to have moments of weakness? Like, what will that look like? I don't know how to calibrate sometimes.
Okay, let's go with that.
Okay. Just take a second.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hate when people say, you know, you can do this. And sometimes I just want to say, how do you know? How do you know what I can do?
Well, it feels dismissive.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah. It's meant to be encouraging.
I know.
It feels dismissive because we're not validating the fear that's the pain that's in the process of you can do this.
One thing I've tried to explain to people is like, just because I've done it all these years doesn't mean I've done it well. I've been surviving. And I'm tired of being in survival mode. And like, I don't want to do this in survival mode anymore. I want to do it right.
Right.
I want to,
Right.
yeah, I want to do it healthily. That's kind of why I'm here today, is to get a healthy mindset.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go with that. Okay, take a deep breath and hold, and let it out slowly. What came up?
That this is for me. This isn't for anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
That this is like I'm gonna unmask everything now. That there's nowhere to hide. This is for me, and I'm gonna just be as authentic as I possibly can. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna lean into my support system, and I'm gonna lean into my family. But I'm doing this for me now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with that. Okay, take a deep breath. Okay, now what came up?
I have to just fully surrender to the experience. It is what it is, and what will be will be.
Okay, that's a big change.
It is. I am a control freak, 100%. And the message that I was feeling earlier about my body and wanting to try to control everything, I have to let that go.
Okay.
And being able, because I'm doing everything. I'm walking 3 times a day. I'm doing the exercises. I'm taking the vitamins. I'm doing the protein. And that is all I can do.
Mm-hmm.
And surrendering now, that final clinch that I have on everything else, like that is the mental strain that I'm putting myself under. So to surrender that this is my time is now, the surgery's around the corner, like let go, what will be will be.
Okay.
And I can feel it feels like a screw that sometimes is so tight and it just cranks around my brain.
Yeah.
And it's okay to sometimes let the screw loose,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah. Unwind it.
Yeah, and I do feel like I'm wound pretty tightly.
Yeah.
And this, I don't know if this is maybe a right way to explain this, but if the screw starts to come loose because I let it, I always think, well, I'll just find another screw to tighten. Like I'm like, if that was gonna loosen, I'll just find another one. And I don't want to do that with this.
Yeah.
I want to be able to relax. I want to be able to say, I've done all that I can do. I mean, I've got all my Christmas shopping done. I've got my house completely in order. What the heck else could I want? What could I need? I'm done. My husband's prepared. My family's prepared. I'm as prepared as I can be, and that's all I can ask for.
And being at peace with that.
I need to be at peace with that. Yeah.
All right, let's go with that.
Okay. I just need to get right with God. And that's it. I need to make sure that I'm on the holy page, and I think I'll be okay.
Okay. So when you think of I'm afraid something will go wrong, we were at a 10. What number would you be at now?
I'm not afraid something will go wrong anymore. I'm afraid that if something does go wrong, I'm letting that go. I guess on a scale, I'm easily at a 5. There's always a 50-50 chance, and that's just me, the medical person inside of me. So that's as low as I'll ever go on that, and that's where I wanted to be with that.
Okay.
I'm able to compartmentalize my fears and put those in a rational space.
Okay. And what about the memory of when you were a child in a hospital?
I can now see how that's been a huge factor in how this has been, and I'm happy that I'm able to talk about that and realize how big of a forefront that's been in my space.
Okay.
I like that I'm able to do some work on that, and I like that it's going to go away.
Yeah.
Physically leave the body.
Yeah.
And I like that I'll be able to, the harder I work through the pain and strengthen this leg, it is like literally regaining that injury. So I'm looking at this as a comeback story, kind of.
Yeah.
And I'm putting that in its place, really.
Okay. So,
it's not easy. I'm not going to pretend that that's going to go away. But I've gone through so much EMDR with that there's nowhere else for it to go.
So how about, we had the positive belief as things will work out, but would we want to reframe that?
Sure.
I mean, how would you put it?
That things will work out.
Would you?
Definitely, I can reframe that. I mean, I like
using the I word. How would you want to put that?
Can you give me an example of what you are trying to explain, and I can reframe it in my own words?
Yeah. So things will work out. I am doing what I can.
Oh, yes. That's what I was wondering.
Okay.
I'm doing everything I can do in my own control.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Great.
I'm working as hard as I can.
I'm doing everything that I have control over.
And I'm as prepared as I can be.
And I am prepared. Okay, so how true does that feel now?
It's true. It's real.
Okay, so before we started this, how true would you have put that at? Between a 0 and 7?
Mentally, I would have not have believed that because I felt like a wreck.
Okay. All right, so now we're going to think of the surgery and think about I'm doing everything that I have control over and I am prepared. And so we'll do that.
Okay. Can you say the sentence one more time?
I'm doing everything that I have control over and I am prepared.
Okay.
Okay, breathe.
Not much. I do feel like I'm doing everything I can do. There's nothing that's I'm really not doing. I was scanning through my day. I was thinking about everything that I could be doing. I'm literally seizing every moment.
Okay.
I do so much. I'm counting steps. I'm doing calories. I'm doing as much as I can do. I mean, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm scheduling therapy I don't need. I mean, there's so much I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've really put your best foot forward
I literally.
and been 100% engaged in this process.
Yeah, I really want this to be a healing experience psychologically and physically.
Yeah.
This is a big deal for me.
Yeah. It is a big deal. Yeah, especially with the previous experience that you had. Yeah. And more of the emotional, not maybe intentional neglect, but it was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it neglect for sure.
Yeah.
I feel totally neglected and abandoned.
Yeah.
A lot of my abandonment issues come from a lot of the physical abandonment I felt.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is one of the hardest things. Neglect is a very difficult one to overcome.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. So, do you have anything else you feel like we want to touch on?
No, I think this is good.
Okay.
Yeah.